Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about how to deconstruct shapes to find their area. So we're going to be looking at some different types of shapes. These are also called composite shapes. So the first one is more of a trapezoid type figure. However, we can't split this one the same way that we've always done it. It's not an isosceles trapezoid, so these sides aren't exactly equal to each other. If I split this, like I had for previous trapezoids, you'll notice that this side's not going to be 1 centimeter like this side, and that's okay. We just have to figure it out a little bit differently. So if I were to do this one, I could split it into my 3 parts. The opposite sides are equal, so this measurement would be 9. I know this measurement is 1, and this entire distance is 13. So I have 9 plus 1 is 10, which means this part needs to be 3. Opposite sides equal again. Now I have enough information to start. So for my first area of this triangle, remember 1/2 or 0.5 times my base, which is 3, times my height, which is 5. So 1/2 times 3 times 5 would be 7.5. For number 2 here, I just have a kind of a rectangle. So it would be 9, my base times my height, 9 times 5, which is 45. And then this triangle, in the past, we've just been duplicating. Our triangles have been the same size, but this time they're not. So again, I'll do 1/2 times my base of 1 times my height of 5 for 2.5. Then I just add all those areas together. So 7.5 plus 45 plus 2.5, and I end up with an area of 55 centimeters squared. I also could have broken this into 2 triangles and done it that way as well, or I could have broken it this way into 2 triangles and solved it. Let's look at this next one, number 2. In order to deconstruct these, I want to break them into triangles or rectangles, quadrilaterals, squares, whatever it is that I can find the area of. So in this case, I could break these here. I could break them here. I could break one here and one here. It's kind of however you want to do it. So for this one, I'm going to break it here and here. And then I'm going to go ahead first and write in my measurements so that I know what I'm dealing with. So I know that from here to here is 6 feet. I know that this entire distance is 7 feet. If this distance is 4 feet, and I need this distance, and this is 7 feet, this has to be 3 feet. Opposite sides are equal, so this too is 3 feet. I know this total is 6 feet. This is 2 feet, so this little part here is also 2 feet. So now I need to figure out what this part is. If this whole thing is 6, and this little part is 2, that makes this 4 feet. Opposite sides are equal, so this side is also 4 feet. Down here, opposite sides equal again, so this is 2 feet. And then to figure out this side, I need to do 3 feet and 4 feet. So that's 7 feet. So now that I have my measurements, I can figure out my area a little bit easier. So these are all base times height, no triangles. So my base here is 7 times 2. My base here is 3 times 4, not 6. 6 goes all the way up. I just want 3 times 4. And then for this one, base is 7 times 2. So now I'll just add all of those areas together. And you should get 40 feet squared. Take a second, pause the video and try number 3 and then come back. All right, so this one, again, you could split in different places. I'm going to split it here. Opposite sides equal, so that means this is 6 and this is 6. If this part is 6, then this too is 6. This whole side is 12, which means this whole side is 12. This little inside part is 10, so that's 10 as well. Well, if these are 10, but the whole thing is 12, that means that these are 2. So now I have enough to solve it. Here, base times height, so remember that's 12, 6 times 12, just 72. Here, 6 times 2, which is 12. And then for number 3, again, 6 times 12 is 72. So 72 plus 12 plus 72. When I add that all together, you should have gotten 156 meters square meters. Now, sometimes you're going to be asked to find the area of a shaded region where part of it is cut out. So in this example, I need to find the area of just this gray portion. I don't need this inside portion. So what I'm going to do for this, the easiest way to do these, and there's a couple different ways you can do them, but the easiest is to find the entire area and then subtract the portion you don't need. The other way you could do this is you could break it into shapes if you wanted to and solve it that way, but it's a lot faster to just take out the part that we don't need. So for the total shape area, since it's a rectangle, I'm just going to base times height. Remember, opposite sides are equal. So 12 times 5. So that's 60 centimeters squared. Now I'll find the area inside here. Again, opposite sides equal. Base times height. So that inner part is 8 times 3, which is 24. Now I'll just subtract that out to find my shaded area. So 60 centimeters squared minus 24 centimeters squared, and you should end up with 36 centimeters squared. So that's how you deconstruct shapes to find their area.